up, guys? Welcome to Box to Box Football. Now, football on a Thursday ain't really a thing. People are not big fans of the Europa League, but a Premier League game on a Thursday, it might just work. And we just have arguably the biggest upset in years in the Premier League. Burnley go to Anfield, and wait a minute, they beat Liverpool 1-0, ending their 68 match streak at Anfield. Jack, how big of a shock is this, and what does this leave the Premier League? Where does this leave the Premier League right now?
I think it leaves the Premier League as more wide open than it did yesterday. And we recorded yesterday, and we were talking about how brilliant it was that it was so wide open. So this cracks it open even more. I think I said either yesterday or the day before that this Liverpool team was still, in my opinion, going to kind of scrape the league and just about win the league. Man, on that showing, I'm really not so sure. Burnley are a difficult team to play against. Like, let's not, get this twisted at all. This is Sean Dyche. He's been there, done it. It's a proven formula that have meant Burnley have been a mainstay in the Premier League for 10 years now, 5-10 years now. I'm not surprised. I'm sure we'll get into the stats here. What was it? 27 shots, was it? Yeah, 27 shots, 6 of those being on target for Liverpool. Burnley were going to always let Liverpool do that. And James, I think the big thing before I kind of let you come in here was, what did I say about the most recent Liverpool game, the Liverpool-Man United game? I said, right, drop one of those front three guys, bring in somebody like Origi, bring in somebody like Ox, bring in somebody like Shaqiri, and let's kind of light a fire under the arses of people like Mo Salah, Roberto Firmino, etc., etc. Jürgen Klopp did that. Now, I'm not saying that he listened to me and went, oh, that's a great idea, I'm going to do that. But it just proves that I was very, very wrong, very clearly. The guys who came in as the replacements who had that opportunity to maybe go, yeah, maybe we should be starting in this front three. They did not do it. I don't know about you. I thought the penalty was a penalty. I give Ashley Barnes full credit in terms of scoring that goal against Liverpool at Anfield. A lot of pressure on last 10 minutes of the game. Anyway, I'm just kind of spewing out all my thoughts here. What did you think?
Let me speak about Burnley and their performance. Now, Burnley aren't the most talented side, and will never be the most talented side in the Premier League. But as a team, their discipline defensively is one of the best in the Premier League by by a good distance. Of course, when you watch a game, you watch where the ball is. But I actually sat back and just watched Burnley and their shape as a team, and when Liverpool had the ball, their line from the 18-yard box, discipline, telling each other where to be, covering each other. They were absolutely brilliant. I'm not going to say that they deserved to get the goal, but they got the goal. And throughout the game, if you really ask Burnley, did they really feel like they were under threat? I don't think so. Like 5 mistakes here and there. I felt Burnley were comfortable. And yes, we can talk about Liverpool, but it was them that made themselves comfortable. They made it hard for Liverpool to break them down. And credit to Sean Dyche, Ashley Barnes.
Dude, Burnley forced you to play a certain way. Sorry, go ahead.
He's he's a bit of a nuisance at the striker. He's not a player that defenders are going to like to play against, but he is effective. He might not be the most talented guy, but he gets the job done.
What Burnley do is, and it's funny because it kind of is similar to me in the same way of watching and analysing like the NFL, American football. What they do defensively is they literally hold their hands up and they go, we're going to let you do like these 2 or 3 things. We're going to let you do it. And if you can do those well, you'll beat us today. If you can't do those things well, we're going to stop you doing these other things. That's what Burnley do. And I give Sean Dyche a hell of a lot of credit for just owning and accepting what Burnley are and what they do. They'll let you cross from way, way deep. They'll let you do that because they trust their guys in terms of aerial duels, the likes of Ben Mee and these kind of guys. They'll let you cross from really, really far out wide for much the same reasons. They have time, they can get up there, they can head it away. They're going to let you shoot from 25 yards out or so because they back their goalkeeper and they back the positions, the players they have in certain positions to block certain shots. It's why Burnley players always have such high block and clearance statistics come the end of each year. Liverpool did not do well on the ends of crosses. Liverpool did not do well from shots from deep. And Alisson makes an error. Ashley Barnes, yet again, works hard to get into a position where he can give Alisson a decision to make. And Burnley, I would say quite rightly, won this game.
Yeah, I just want to flip over to Liverpool now. And Jürgen Klopp changes it up as he as he should. If something isn't going right, he must find a way to help it go right. He brings in Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Shaqiri into starting lineup, and also Origi. Origi has that big opportunity right before halftime when he goes clean through. If he scores there, to me, that's game. But he doesn't. Liverpool are then pedestrian. I was watching them. It's like, okay, one thing I tell you, Liverpool are going to do, they're going to cross the ball about 50 times. Alexander-Arnold had about 25 crosses in that game, and never once you were really troubled by them. Burnley were happy to say, okay, you cross it, we're going to head it away every single time. Then he brings on the big guns, Mo Salah and Firmino. And even then, I look at the Liverpool team and I ask myself, they look like they're running out of ideas. Everything that they used to do great, it seems to be figured out completely. Mo Salah comes in right there. Everyone knows what Mo Salah is going to try to do. He's going to try to cut inside, get a shot off, or find through ball. Everyone has completely snuffed that out. Firmino right now, I think Jamie Carragher highlighted the drop in his performance, and you can really see that right now. I won't be surprised if Jurgen Klopp is looking for a player to replace him long term, because he doesn't seem to be the same guy. Sadio Mane was all right, but he doesn't seem to have that spark. And we mentioned world class in the top players, your Neymar, Hazards, Messi's. I like Mo Salah, I like Sadio Mane, but that little bit to take you to the next level, that time where Burnley have like the two banks of four, you need a player to receive it, beat a few players, and do a bit of magic. That's not really them. That's it's not really them.
Well, James, do something different. Have a different option in the squad. Now, it's not been a problem for a long time because they've scored goals and they've won games. So we've gone, who cares? But having somebody bigger, more athletic, more physical, having a winger who does things a little bit differently, a midfielder who does things a little bit differently. I would also say Liverpool won the league. Liverpool won the Champions League. I think nearly every player in that Liverpool team don't think they're going to win any individual awards really at any point. You know, it really is a kind of a team performance from this Liverpool team. I wonder if they're struggling for motivation. It's very difficult to motivate yourself year after year if you've actually done the things that were kind of your goals and your dreams in your career. This is why the likes of Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Zlatan, these guys who win all the time are so impressive because they've done it all. And for some reason, that fire's still there. I can only really think of 4 or 5 players in that whole squad who maybe have that desire to keep going. The other guys seem pretty happy just coasting right now. I don't see any anger out there, any frustration.
Now, Jack, I'm not saying Mo Salah and Sadio Mane ain't world class, because to me they're world class. They're top 15 players. But there's players who have that little bit extra in, if you know what I'm talking about. But I just want to pick on one more thing, and that's Jürgen Klopp. And I realized we spoke about him when he had that outburst against Brighton, but he seemed to lose his smile right now. He's lost his smile as a coach. I'm seeing a lot of anger towards officials. When things go wrong, he's having go with players. It doesn't seem to be the happy-go-lucky big hug Jurgen Klopp that he used to be. It feels different now, and maybe it's the stress of all the injuries, of like the pressure of Liverpool expectation of having to win the league is proper getting to him.
To me, what it says is, I think what we're finally seeing here is, this is the reason why Liverpool are good is more Jurgen Klopp than it is the players on the team. You know my opinion on a lot of these Liverpool players. I think the fullbacks are outstanding. I think the goalkeeper is outstanding. I like Sadio Mane. I'm not saying he's, like you said, Neymar, Hazard, those kinds of players. Firmino, yeah, okay. You know my thoughts on Salah, wildly overrated. I like Jordan Henderson as a character. Obviously, Van Dijk is terrific as well. But Jurgen Klopp carries this team. This is a Jurgen Klopp carried team. I think even over the years that Liverpool have been really successful, you would say they've never had the best squad in the league. Maybe not even the top 3 squad in terms of talent across the whole squad. So that's why you need a man manager, a motivator, a tactician, and that personality there. If he then starts to fall off, the whole team is just going to crumble. And then you're relying on the individual brilliance of these kind of other players to do it. And if that individual brilliance is not there, which especially for that front three at the moment, Mane maybe not doing so well, I don't know where it's coming from. Now, I'm looking at their fixtures, James. FA Cup 4th round at Old Trafford. I don't know about you, but especially how the last game went, I think Man United are going to kind of blood in the water type thing. They just lost to Burnley. Then they got to go away to Jose Mourinho. They got to go to London. They got to play Tottenham. Then after that, it's West Ham. I can easily see Liverpool at least drawing, but I can't see them winning against Man United or against Tottenham. I don't know about you, but this kind of sour taste after the Burnley game, maybe after the Liverpool Man United game as well, could continue through to the end of the month.
Again, I'm not going to write Liverpool off. I said that they were going to win the league, and I'm going to be a man. I'm going to stand by Liverpool winning the league. But right now, as a team, they've not just lost their form, but they've lost their smile. When you watch Liverpool, there was a bit of spark. There was a bit of just something about them. And maybe a big part of that is not having the fans there. The fans there, they would have pushed that ball into the back of the net. But right now, it just seems quite pedestrian. But Jack, go ahead.
I know that it's a bigger deal for Liverpool than it is for a lot of other teams. I think we do know that, but I would say that the home advantage that does go across the board. My only other question for you, James, can Liverpool now look at the summer transfer window and the January transfer window, which is coming to an end in the next 10 days or so? Can we look back and go, wow, they made a mistake just getting Thiago. They actually needed a forward. They actually needed a centre back.
I think the answer is Jota. The forward thing, I can get you, but the answer...
Yeah, I forgot about it. That's my fault.
The answer is Jota. When he comes back, they can go back. They can take Firmino out of it and just give him some time just to get his head back together, and then maybe put Mo Salah back into the centre and have Mane, Salah, Jota in there. Just something different right now. But they need to get back to where they are. But go on, Jack.
Final thing, because I don't want to be all doom and gloom on Liverpool here. I know this has been a very negative video on Liverpool. Sometimes you need a result like this to kind of slap yourself in the face, splash some cold water on your face, and for you to wake up. I wonder if for Klopp and for that whole squad, if this is going to be damn, we got a wake up call here. Maybe they go on a little bit of a run here with players coming back into the team. I don't know. I don't want to be all doom and gloom. That's kind of the optimistic side of this.
That's fair enough. Guys, the streak is over. Liverpool finally lose at Anfield. 4 points off the top. They've lost back-to-back games, or no, they haven't won in the last 4. Struggling.
They haven't scored in the last 4 games.
Last 4.
And the only game they won recently was the FA Cup game against Villa, where Villa played all their kids, you know?
Liverpool fans, where are you guys going? Burnley fans, congratulations. Tell me what you think about this whole thing, guys. Comments down below. Box to Box Football. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.